The Gift That Returns, a Buddhist parable on karma and generosity. Once, in a quiet valley where the wind carried the scent of soil and seasons, there lived two farmers in a small village. Their homes were simple, their hands always rough with earth, and their days began and ended with toil beneath the sky. Though they lived side by side and shared the same sun, their hearts were cast in different shades. One farmer, Hiro, often walked with eyes on the ground, his mouth tight with complaint. He saw his labor as burden, his poverty as injustice. "Why must I work like a beast and still come home to empty bowls?" he would mutter. He measured life by what he lacked. The other farmer, Tenzin, wore the same tattered clothes and bore the same sunburned skin, but his eyes still held light. When he walked through his fields, he greeted the breeze as though it were a friend. Though he had little, he gave freely, offering water to travelers, shade to animals, and a quiet smile to those who passed. He held gratitude as his only possession, and it never diminished. Time, as it does, moved like a silent stream. The seasons shifted, and the farmers aged. One day, without warning, both men passed away, on the same night, under the same stars. Their souls drifted upward, untethered from time. They found themselves before a radiant presence, a voice without form, neither man nor woman, neither stern nor gentle, but immense in stillness. "What was missing in your life?" the voice asked, not as a test, but like the opening of a door. Hiro stepped forward first. Even now, his posture bore the weight of blame. "My life was miserable," he said. "I worked endlessly. My hands were always empty. I wore rags while others dined in luxury. I never had a chance to enjoy anything. Life treated me like an animal." The presence was silent for a moment, then asked, "And what do you wish for in the life to come?" Hiro raised his chin. "I want to receive. No more giving. No more struggle. In my next life, I only wish to receive. Always." The voice replied, "So it shall be." Then it turned to Tenzin, who bowed with reverence, his hands joined in prayer. "My lord," he said, "my life was full. You gave me a family to love, land to cultivate, and air to breathe. I am grateful for all of it. But there is one regret I carry still." He paused, and in his silence was a tenderness that needed no words. "Sometimes," he continued, "when travelers came to my door, hungry, weary, I had only water to offer, no rice, no bread, no warmth to give them beyond my smile. That regret I carried through every harvest." The voice asked, "And what do you wish for in the life to come?" Tenzin lowered his head. "Grant me this, that no one ever leaves my door hungry or thirsty. Let me be one who gives freely from fullness. That is all I ask." The voice, filled now with a warmth like sunlight, said, "So it shall be." And the two souls descended, back into the stream of time, back into form. They were reborn in the same village, once again neighbors. But this time, life played its quiet, poetic hand. Hiro was born into poverty. He grew up scavenging, depending on the kindness of others. He learned to stretch out his hands, to wait with eyes cast low. He never lacked for someone to give him a coin or crust, but he had nothing to give in return. He had received what he asked for, to only receive. And now, he was a beggar. Tenzin, reborn with a gentle spirit, was born into a family of means. As he grew, so did the generosity within him. The house he inherited became known as the home of the open gate. No one ever left it hungry. His fields were always tilled, not just for profit, but for provision. His name became a blessing on the lips of the poor. And yet, he never counted what he gave. He only saw the faces that left his door with hope. Years passed. One evening, Hiro, now old and thin, sat on a stone near the well. His bowl lay beside him, empty. Tenzin passed by, carrying food for a festival. Their eyes met. Something stirred, ancient and unspoken. Hiro looked away. Tenzin paused. Then he knelt and offered the food, not as charity, but as brotherhood. Hiro took it, and as he ate in silence, something cracked inside him, not from hunger, but from the memory of a choice made long ago, a wish uttered in bitterness. And across from him, Tenzin smiled, not with pride, but with peace. For he too remembered. We think karma is a punishment or reward, but karma is simply truth returning. What we plant in the soil of intention grows in the harvest of consequence. One man asked to take, and became emptier with every gift received. The other asked to give, and became fuller with every act of kindness. The universe does not punish, it reflects. We receive not because we are deserving, but because we choose what we become. So give, not for merit, not for praise, but because the act itself is freedom. When your hands are open to give, they are never empty.